Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
I know people are gonna hate me for this, but why is it giving insecure if like someone has a shit ton of friends? Like I literally don't think that you like yourself.
No, people are just gonna laugh and not with you. Some people are just easier to be around, and just because you can't maintain a friendship doesn't mean everyone is insecure for liking having people around.
Data indicates that a subset of men receive a disproportionate amount of attention when they're online dating. No disrespect to those men, and I'm certainly not saying that all of the men in that bracket fall into this box, but a lot of those men will not have the qualities that women seek.
In a long-term relationship. That's what she was saying before she ended the video earlier for some reason. How exactly is those men's fault when women are just throwing themselves at their feet? Let's even pretend they don't have those qualities, which some of them do. Oh, they're taking advantage of hundreds of women going for them. Okay, then. Oh no, wait, they're bad. Because of course they are, and women have no responsibility in going for the same type of men over and over again. They have hundreds of thousands of women following them on Instagram or wherever, but you go on their DMs and you text them first because you're gonna be the one, right? And when you're not, somehow you're still gonna blame them for not having the qualities you were looking for? Come on now, mama. They are nothing different from really attractive women.
You know what I learned going from blonde to brunette that I wish I knew sooner? All the people, all the older men, all the married men, the people that actually have like no business talking to you, that walk up to you and are just being nice to you, wouldn't do that if you even had a different hair color. They literally wouldn't do it if you even had a different hair color. Now, the reason they don't ask for your number or hit on you is because they know that they have absolutely no business talking to you. So why are they talking to you? So that you will be nice back to them. They want you to validate their existence by you being nice to them, and that is the only reason they are nice to you. And I wish I knew that sooner.
And I wish I knew what women mean when they said going from blonde to brunette. I thought I knew what brunette means before I watched your video, and obviously I was wrong. But sure, men have a conversation with women just so they feel validated. Well, why not? If that bothers you that much, I suggest going from brunette, like you are now, to blue hair. That will fix everything.
Why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women. The masculinity on earth has diminished drastically that guys don't even come up to you anymore. They'll just stare at you from a distance. As a woman who's trying to embody her feminine energy, you're not going to catch me going up to the guy. You're just not. We can just stare at each other. Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women, because guys don't do that anymore. If God were to guarantee that your 20th person would be the love of your life, you would be so happy to be rejected by all 19. So why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? We don't chase. We signal like, you can come up to me now. But all men do is just look at you now. And of course, like, if the woman is interested, she's gonna keep looking your way too, but it just like stays like that. Nothing ever happens because men don't walk up to women anymore, or they're just tired of being rejected. But it's like, if God were to tell you that you're gonna go through 20 rejections before you get to your yes, and that's gonna be the love of your life, you guys would be so happy to go through all 20 because you would just so closer to the love of your life. Come on, guys, you guys gotta do better.
Well, see, she's blonde, that's why men don't talk to her anymore. If she was a brunette like the lady from earlier, men would be all over her to, have their entire existence validated by this young lady. And sure, masculinity is on a decline, absolutely. Weren't you ladies complaining about masculinity being toxic? And also when it comes to love, men are just looking out for you. They have your best interest at heart because love is not real.
Men and women are not raised to be compatible in this society, and this is for a lot of reasons. From the beginning of time, love has always been about control. I need to put love in quotations because it's not real, okay?
Oh yeah, and we just found out that love is not real, but when it is real, it's dangerous.
You can't sell a more dangerous dream than love, right?
I saw this guy who was like, women would hate living in a society without men to protect them. And this woman was like, but if men weren't living in a society, what would they have to protect us from? And someone commented, tight jaws. Babes, I got you. Let me tell you, this trick works every single time. This jar is already open, but I'm going to show you the trick just so you can get the gist of it. Right, every jar
You can open with a spoon, and she does have a point, and that's a solid advice to give to women. Of course, I would be more worried about women who can't open a jar and they need advice from some other people on TikTok, but never mind that, they'll do amazing in a world with no men. We'll even ignore the fact that without men, the wilderness is just gonna reclaim its lost territories, and we'll take a look at some other young lady.
Girl to girl, well endowed, what does cleavage feel like? What does having like a line right there feel like? I would love to know. That's all I've ever wanted in life. A cleavage.
You cannot even for a second, looking at her biggest struggle in life, pretend that she's not gonna go into farming or into maintaining the world that men have built up until this point, or going into trucking to deliver food from the warehouse into your favorite store. Nah, women will do just fine in the world without men, and if you think different, you're just a misogynist.
I have just finished work. I've got work in 7 hours. I'm not bothered for this. I'm really not bothered for this. Okay.
A few months ago, I went on a first date with a guy from Hinge, and on his profile, he said he was looking for a long-term relationship. I was like, period, a man who knows what he wants, and he's going to say it loudly and proudly. We love that. We get on the first date, he's telling me about himself. He was like, yeah, I'm looking for a partner. I like to travel, blah, blah. I would love to have kids. Amazing. Doesn't ask me a single question about me. The only time he found things out about me is if I asked him first, and he was like, well, what about you? So you're telling me a person you've never met before, you have nothing to ask. You don't want to know anything. The art of asking questions might be dead. Curiosity was not in the room with us. It's so difficult for me to understand because I'm literally so curious about everyone ever all the time. I want to know everything. One thing about me is I'm gonna call it out. I literally said, is there anything that you want to know about me? He said, oh, I'm good. You're good? You're all good? You're good on what? You're good on what? And so I'm thinking, okay, I've been on dates before where I'm not really feeling the first date, and I'm like mindful of the questions I ask because I don't want to give them the wrong idea. The man asked me on a second date, but it's giving I could be anybody. It's giving it could be a wall and he would be good. And I don't know if this is an epidemic of men who are good looking, who have never had to try a day in their life, or like what the tea is. And unfortunately, this isn't the first time this has happened to me, and I know this is happening to some of y'all out there too. Stay safe.
Yep, even in 2025, women are still discovering that men and women are different. Men are finding out more about you just by listening, not asking questions. Some men, because this is still gonna be a huge surprise, even men are different. But when it comes to men and women being different, why not see some more differences?
If you don't have money, we're not dating you.
Arsenal aren't a bad team. Arsenal are low-key
I think men should be taxed extra for podcast equipment, just like women are taxed for essential health thingamajigs.
Chelsea, if they were in the Champions League right now, they would win it.
My hot take is all men should pay on the first date.
Anyone who doesn't eat their vegetables is a male.
Best toppings on pizza are pineapple.
Oh, you're just a crazy person.
Girls, here's another fun, interesting fact.
Oh, he's a relationship coach. A fun and interesting fact from a relationship coach. Lean in, we've got to pay attention to this.
A lot of people say isn't true, but it's quite funny.
Yeah, go on.
You look more attractive with makeup on. A lot of stuff you see out there, you don't need to wear makeup, go all natural. You know what men find most attractive?
Kindness, intelligence, good with kids, sense of humour.
Lipstick, blush.
Got it wrong.
The stuff on your eyes, your hair's beautiful, you got heaps of makeup on, you look absolutely dazzling, right? If you want to be super attractive, put on the makeup. Look absolutely fantastic. You can go all natural as well, but
Oh, can we, Jake? Oh, cheers, mate.
you will not be as attractive. It's a fact.
That's a fact from Jake, the relationship coach.
It's a fact. We hate to hear it, but makeup is fantastic if used correctly.
When used correctly, maybe we've just not been reading the instructions right on that mascara.
If your guy says, I think you look better without makeup, he's probably lying to you, because every girl looks better with makeup on, if it's done correctly.
Yep, I know. Well, it's settled. Well, it's been settled for a while now. I can't stand dating coaches or relationship coaches.
Here's the thing about like men loving sassy girls. I'm like very sassy unless I love you. if I love you, I don't want to be sassy. That's why I like David down. That's why I love Girls Never Win. Like, I like to be soft. I like to be gentle. I like gentle love. Like, I want us to dissolve into each other. I don't want to act like my dad. If I love you, I don't want to act like my dad. And men, the other night, my boyfriend, we were having like a couple glasses of wine and I was getting a little sassy. He was like, ooh, like sassy. I like that sassy side. Like, that's how you are online. Like, that's a girl I fell in love with. And I like wanted to be like, I don't want to be sassy to you. I don't want to catch an attitude with you. I don't want to be, because I love you. And I want us to be loving to each other.
And the best way to achieve that is to complain about him online. Lover girls never win. What exactly don't they win? You have a boyfriend. And the reason and the only time he was saying you were sassy was when you were sassy. So who exactly isn't winning here?
I hate when a fine, gorgeous, beautiful man is catcalling me. What happened to you to lead you astray? You don't have to do this. I can show you a better life.
And destroy it a few years later. But no, of course she's right. What are you doing catcalling ladies if you're attractive? She only wants unattractive men to do that, so she can act all butthurt about it.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. Or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
Alright, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one.